Welcome, soccer fans. OCA Media is proud to bring you this exciting Panthers soccer match tonight live from Huntoon Field as the Panthers take on the Waunakee Warriors in tonight's Sectional Semi-Final in the WIA Playoffs. I'm Jeff Rohrer along with Hayden Lohrentz, and we'll be bringing you all of tonight's exciting action right here at OCA Media, your home for Panther sports. This exclusive broadcast of Panther Soccer is brought to you in part by these fine sponsors. The Village of Oregon, a great place to live, work, and play. The Oregon School District, actively building competency, character, culture, and community. The Oregon Athletic Booster Club, doing great things for all Panther sports. Your membership dues directly support our student athletes. Consider becoming a booster today. One Community Bank, feel good banking. The Oregon Area Community Coalition, helping you thrive. Visit us at OregonAreaCares.org. Shackelford Heating and Cooling, Panther Exteriors, Stoughton Health, and Wisco Industries, your trusted neighbors for generations. As we get into tonight's playoff game, Hayden, why don't you give us a little preview of what we're expecting here before they get into the introductions?
Yeah, it'll be a great night tonight. Got the sectional semi-final tonight between the Oregon Panthers and the Waunakee Warriors. As you mentioned, Panthers coming in. Records actually don't really matter at this point in the season, but 15-3-1, and the Waunakee Warriors with a record of 13-6-4. The Warriors coming to this game after winning their regional final against Verona 2-1, actually getting the upset. They were the 5 seed against the 4 seed, so they're here tonight continuing their season against the very strong 1-seeded Oregon Panthers. Oregon coming off of their regional final win against Mukwonago, and that was 7-0 the last time we were on the broadcast.
They played really strong against Mukwonago. I thought they were sharp. I thought that Mukwonago actually was pretty organized, and the Panthers were just the more dominant team. Yeah,
we saw that the Panthers had plenty of shots there. It wasn't the scoreline, as you can see, they drove up the score relatively high, and they could have actually had, I'd say, quite a few more. Just a few opportunities not taken. But tonight, if they can get the amount of opportunities they had against Mukwonago, they sure can book themselves a surefire ticket into the sectional final.
Yeah, that's what we're hoping for. Waunakee, no slouch, though. I mean, taking down Verona, who is one of the top teams in D1 this year. This sectional is a bit of a murderer's row. I would say it's maybe one of the top 2 sectionals in the whole state.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Oregon, if they win this game, will have to play either Middleton as the 2 seed or I don't actually know who Middleton is playing, but it's most likely going to be Middleton, and that's a team that Oregon only beat 1-0 earlier in the season, and that will be a very tough task if they can get to there. But they also got to play the Warriors today. They played the Warriors earlier in the season and got away with a 2-0 win against them, and so a decently convincing win, but it's definitely not the scoreline that we've seen the Panthers have against other teams.
Absolutely. Warriors known for a rivalry of sorts over the years that's developed between Oregon and them, and known for their physical play and athleticism usually, where Panthers are maybe a little more known for their foot skills and their almost tiki-taka style of offense.
Absolutely, yeah. The Panthers love to really build out their play from the back. And, yeah, we will look to see a very high skill level of play today, and we will get into the lineups of both teams and our national anthem.
Absolutely. Be right back.
The WIAA require good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators at education-based interscholastic events. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, racist, sexist, or ethnic comments, or other intimidating actions directed at officials, student athletes, coaches, or team representatives will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the site of competition. On behalf of Oregon Sports Administrator Brittany Spencer-Grant, good luck to all coaches and competitors. We hope everyone will enjoy tonight's event in the spirit of positive sportsmanship. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, to honor America, would you please rise, remove your hats, and join in singing our national anthem. Oh, sing and you see by the dawn's early light, with the proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous tonight's starting lineups. First for the Warriors from Waunakee. In goal, a senior, number 1, Kira Collins. Sophomore, number 2, Megan Collins. Sophomore, number 3, Madeline Frazier. Senior, number 8, Brooke Nelson. Senior, number 14, Lauren Wheatman. Freshman, number 15, Alexis Thompson. Senior, number 16, Molly Voss. Sophomore, number 18, Emerson Simon. Sophomore, number 22, Finley Pings. Freshman, number 23, Ava Dionisius. And freshman, number 24, Claire Strayer. The Warriors are coached by Andy Mall, assisted by Dan Gage, Derek Helmer, Stacy Benedict, and Jeff Rutkowski. And now for your Oregon Panthers. In goal, junior, number 0, Reese McCabe. At forward, senior captain, number 2, Addison Worth. Forward, sophomore, number 4, Maya Maloney. On defense, senior, number 5, Mackenzie Bijak. In the midfield, junior captain, number 7, Ava Butzik. On defense, a freshman, number 8, Jalen Jones. On defense, a senior, number 10, Madeline Moorhoff. In the midfield, a freshman, number 15, Amaria Dirks. Also in the midfield, a sophomore, number 19, Kylie Steele. At forward, a sophomore, number 21, Reese Richardson. And on defense, a senior captain, number 23, Summer Steele. Panthers are coached by Chris Mitchell, assisted by Matt Ullman and John Melby, Callie Mesgen, Maddie Schrafer, Abby Krenz, and Amanda Sanders. Reminder that the winner of this evening's match will move on to the sectional final being played Saturday evening at Verona High School with a game time set for 7 p.m.
Again, welcome back, soccer fans, to tonight's sectional semifinal between the Oregon Panthers and the Waunakee Warriors. We're just about ready to get underway in this anticipated matchup. A big crowd tonight, Hayden.
Yeah, and that's always what you expect from an Oregon crowd and the Waunakee crowd whenever they play each other, especially when it's playoff time at the end of the season. You're going to see a lot of fans show up, lining all the fences, lining the stands, and they're ready for some great soccer, and as well as we are as well.
Absolutely. The field is in pristine shape tonight. New paint job there. Everything's setting up for the Panthers.
Yeah, the groundskeepers always go all out for the off-season year. First time they had the O painted this season, I believe. We haven't seen that, and new freshly mowed grass, new painted lines, and it's ready for some great soccer.
Absolutely. You're going to have your Panthers going from right to left in their home black uniforms, and Waunakee will be starting out going from left to right in the white. The leaders for the Panthers, Hayden, what are we looking at coming in this game?
Yeah, as we've seen all season, it's really been Kylie Steele leading with the goals of 29 goals this season. And then next up would be Eddie Worth with 14 goals. So you can see Kylie Steele with quite the plethora of goals this season. And then assists being led by Maya Maloney. We see her on that far side for the Panthers quite often, as we see her tonight as well. And she's really using that speed, get those crosses in. And Kylie Steele is one of those that can also put them away quickly without even really having to think about it. And so they're going to be looking to find her, as well as both of the wings with Addison Worth and Maya Maloney.
Absolutely. Maloney really has exploded in these playoffs.
Absolutely. I've seen her really come into her own here, and as we get the kickoff underway.
We are underway there. Nice header and anticipated by Moorhoff there, and she gets it up to Worth. Worth puts it up the field, but it's getting out of bounds, and we're going to get a throw-in to the Waunakee Warriors. A quick start and a quick out-of-bounds play.
Yeah, Oregon usually likes to start pretty quick. We're going to have to see how quick they can start tonight.
That's Delgado throwing it in. Does find feet. Being marked tightly by Butzik. Now Steele pressures. Up front, Richardson. Trying to put the pressure on, trying to turn that over. Now number 24, Strayer for Waunakee, trying to get around. But no can do. Bijak able to play good defense and forces a throw in.
Yeah, it's great defense. Let your defense set up there a little bit more with a little bit of a delay. But now Waunakee back in possession.
And they do possess off the throw in. Tight, marked tightly there. Reese McCabe comes out and collects that one. And waits for the team to reassemble upfield. Should be a tight match all game long. First bounce goes over the head of the Warriors. Worth, she pressures. She's got speed. And she does take the ball away. Nicely done by Worth. She's going to put it into the midfield. Steele taken off the, or I'm sorry, not Steele. That is actually Derricks that was taken off the ball there. Cleared out by the back line of Waunakee, but Summer Steele there and puts a nice ball right into Derricks. Derricks with patience. She's going to slide it through to Worth. Good defense there by number 10, Delgado. That ball stays in. No whistle, no indication. Worth thought it was out.
That's why I just say you got to play until the whistle there.
Absolutely. That's been something that they've taught since day one. That ball goes out of bounds. Nobody's sure who the ball goes to. To be honest, Hayden, that looked like it was 50-50. There's some, obviously the Waunakee fans not happy, but that was a tough call.
Yeah, it's a tough one. It looked, from my angle, it went off Moorhoff. Now Richardson running down this near sideline.
Richardson with speed and tenacity does get dispossessed by the defense. They clear up, but Moorhoff, she gets her foot on it first, but it does go past her a little bit. Now Summer Steele, she's there. This ball goes in behind everybody, but Jalen Jones is there. She's going to put it back to Reese McCabe. McCabe puts upfield, intercepted by Waunakee, but settled by Bijak. Bijak outside to Maloney. Maloney anticipating the give and go, but Bijak didn't finish the run.
Yeah, this is going to be one of those matches where the Panthers are finally going to feel pressure after a few games. You start off with the regional semifinal and final playing teams that are seated well below you. It's a good header.
Great cross, great header, but McCabe up to the challenge.
As I was saying, it's like the Panthers are really coming off of a game here, 7-0 against McGonigal, not really having to play their starters the entire game. This is one of those matches where you're not going to be able to sub out your starters. You're going to need them to be playing all match.
Absolutely. Richardson does get in behind her defense, and she gets in again. Takes a left-footed shot, a good shot, but it hits the side of the net, and it's going to be a goal kick to the Waunakee Warriors.
Not a bad idea, just came across her body a little bit too much there and kind of swiped the ball. Didn't get as much on her foot as she would have wanted, but it's a great opportunity trying to find that near post.
Waunakee plays quickly and plays out of the back line. Moorhoff on top of it. Nice ball from Worth. Worth into Richardson. Richardson again. She's got a touch. Oh, and she gets just wide. An excellent opportunity that just goes wide for the Panthers. But it does ricochet, and we're going to get a corner kick.
Does get a deflection, yeah, and that's the second one now we've seen in a row from Richardson on the left foot. Tried to find the other post this time, trying to find that far post, and just going a little bit wide. Must have taken a deflection, as we said.
Worth and Steele are going to set up for what a short one, but Waunakee's going to press two, so they'll probably end up serving this into the box. And they do. Steele gets the height on it. Waunakee takes that out of the air. No Panther was there to challenge. This one's going to go out of bounds, and we're going to get a throw-in to the Panthers.
It's a great clearance by the Waunakee defense there. Just give your team time to set up. That's always a dangerous ball when the corners are coming high and deep to the top of the box.
Absolutely. Now Bijak. She's looking for Maloney. I'm sorry, Derricks. Derricks gets it to Maloney, though. Maloney cuts in. Tries to find Steele at the top. Kylie Steele was waiting, but doesn't get to her. Now Waunakee intercepts. Nice defense by Moorhoff. Butzik puts it back to Bijak. Bijak out wide, finds Maloney. Maloney backs into Butzik. She's going to look for that corner play. That was a nice idea, just not quite enough curve on the ball.
Yeah, as you can see, the ball was always traveling out there. If she got a little bit more curve, that one could have stayed in, as Maloney was in stride, but does go out for a throw-in to the Warriors.
Warriors put the throw in. Tip off the head. Warriors off a Warrior, though. We're going to get a throw-in for the Panthers. And for you good folks that are watching at home, that are Warriors fans, we're not intentionally not announcing your daughters. We only get these rosters about 5 minutes before the game, and so we just don't know the girls yet. We'll do our best. We do the Panthers all season, so we just know their names. It's nothing intentional. Now played across the back line. That is number 10, Delgado. He plays outside. Now it's going to go down the line. Good job by Summer Steele. She just plays out of bounds, and we're going to get a Warrior throw.
Yeah, it's been great play from both sides so far. It's going back and forth. As you can see, Warriors building possession here, but the Panthers have had a lot of possession of their own. It's not one-sided whatsoever. Call is coming in for offsides. It will be a free kick to the Panthers, taken by Summer Steele.
Steele lines up. She indicates. She puts a long one cross midfield, brought down by Maloney. Nice touch. Trying to stay with it was Maloney, but loses it out of bounds for a throw-in. Waunakee will take the throw. Does find feet, but not a good touch, and it's off to the Panthers. Great feed by Summer Steele to Butzik. Butzik now up front to Richardson. Richardson, she's looking to play it through to Maloney. Just not quite enough pace on that one, but a great idea. But she's right there again. Richardson's on her game. She's going to feed that through. She's going to look for Maloney. Maloney just can't quite get to it, but a nice idea.
Yeah, it's a brilliant idea by Reese Richardson there. I don't believe Maloney was on the same page there, as she didn't get quite going right away, but that's a great play by Richardson. Got through about 3 defenders.
I think that this is one of those games. I think it was astutely said by you earlier, Hayden, when you said this will be really the first time that the Panthers have been pressed in these playoffs, and it might actually just take them a good half of that first half to even just get used to the pace.
Yeah, and that can happen sometimes. Sometimes you got to get used to the high level of play and get back into it.
Where the Waunakee Warriors, because of their lower seed, have already played a high-paced game against Verona.
Yeah, Verona's a very good team. The Panthers also having a low-scoring game. I believe it was either a 1-0 or 2-0 win there as well. So a very good, high-caliber team that Waunakee has had to face to get to this point, and they're going to want to continue that winning streak.
A dangerous opportunity here as Waunakee lines up for the corner. That ball goes to the backside. A mishit by Derricks keeps the ball in play, but not for long. Morhoff is able to get her foot on it, clears up to midfield and out of danger. Waunakee collects. They're going to play it across their back line. They're going to look to play it up through the middle. It does find feet. Outside, that's 24 Strayer. She's looking to take on Bijak. Lays it off. A nice play. And we're going to actually get a free kick out of this, as Waunakee's players collided with Summer Steele, and the referee felt that it was just a bit too much contact.
Yeah, I didn't quite see the contact from where I was standing, but Oregon getting kind of a bailout there, as they had to clear that one away quite quickly. This gives them back possession here.
Steele to a Waunakee player, but not before Kylie Steele is able to pick it off. She had a good idea trying to find Worth. She just needs to get over the top of that defender. But now Worth, she tries to play quickly. This Waunakee defense, they're solid.
Yeah, they keep that line composed. They all come up the field together. You can see if you pay attention to the back line, they all are sticking in one straight line across the field, and it's making Oregon have to play a little bit closer to the midfield line than they want to. You can play kind of the offsides trap, if you will.
Nice job by keeping just good firm passes on the floor there. they were able to keep possession. A tough go on that one. Some good pressure there. And it's going to turn over to an Oregon. Oh, it is going to be a Panther. I didn't see that it hit a Panther, but it is going to go out of bounds, and it's going to be a throw into Waunakee.
Yeah, Maloney, I believe, got a little piece of that one, and it's a good header there.
Good flick on. But good help defense from Dierks, teaming up with Steele. Now Jones, she's going to put it over the top. Looking to get Richardson through. Good job by Kylie Steele. She stays with her person.
It's a
great slide tackle. And now a shot and hits the crossbar. Tremendous shot by Worth. Great slide tackle by Kylie Steele.
That is a wonderful save. I believe the ball's coming back for an offsides call off of that rebound off of the shot. And it is.
I'm not really sure about that one, Hayden.
Yeah, very unorthodox call there. You don't see that very often. It's usually where the player is standing when the shot is taken, so if the keeper does touch it, it doesn't count as an actual player.
Now Worth is trying to get through her defender, but nice defense there by number 18, Emerson Simon. Butzik now, though, finds feet, finds Richardson, and now Worth. Worth able to get through. She's going to try and cross it. Simon puts out bounds. We're going to get another corner kick.
Yeah, Oregon winning a corner. They're keeping their possession up deep in Waunakee's half here. Worth does a great job chasing that one down. Oregon's going to get a pretty good opportunity.
Absolutely.
Can you run down and tell her that she needs to get the ball back from the girl behind the goal now? Or is that your coach? Your coach is helping out.
We've got Worth was there, but they're just going to serve this one in because Waunakee is covering these short ones. Indication goes in. Nice. But nobody can get their head on it. Now the Panthers. Bijak. She found Jones. Panthers need to get collected. They still have possession, though. Dierks, nicely done. She really did a great job of fighting for that ball.
Yeah, it's some good fight by Dierks there, winning Oregon back possession. This one can be jostled around, but Moorhoff has a little bit of time here to collect herself.
She'll find Addie Worth. Worth was looking to play quickly, and Richardson was coming the other direction.
Yeah, I wanted to find Richardson, but Richardson wasn't quite in sync with that one. Didn't have the run, but this one dished off quite quickly, and not many options for this ball.
Kind of feel like that's been a little bit of the first half overall. We've seen some areas of excellence, but we've also seen the Panthers be a little not on the same page so far in a few instances too.
Yeah, maybe a little bit more talking.
But now Kylie Steele, she finds Richardson. She's able to get a turn, takes a shot, but nice defense there. Strayer able to keep that out of there. Now Dierks, again, showing great fight for a freshman. Good stand-up D. And Butzik there to help. Looks to play it through. Just able to get a toe on it was number 14, Whitnan, to keep that from going through to Maloney.
Yeah, it's great defense.
Number 6, Mila Bryan.
First substitution of the game.
Waunakee subbing first. We do see a couple of Panthers walking to the center line, so we should see our Panthers first substitutions soon.
And there is the substitution now.
As a ball went out of bounds right away, and Panthers got a throw. Celia Mitchell in for the Panthers now.
And McKenna Ingles as well.
And for the Panthers, 16, Celia Mitchell, and number 9, McKenna Ingles.
Summer Steele trying to take on two defenders and does a great job along the way. Panthers playing good collective defense there, staying organized. Now Worth able to find Ingles to Celia Mitchell. Mitchell trying to play that corner play, but she needs to get some air under that one.
Yeah, a little bit too quick of a idea there. It was a good idea, but she didn't quite have the touch she wanted.
It was a nice turn by the Waunakee Warrior player, but That one again, low off the key. Looked like Worth was trying to maybe flick that to Mitchell and just didn't quite get the spin she wanted.
Yeah, and that can happen sometimes. Just that one, Shaw got the height, but not the area of field she wanted. Now Panthers having to recollect on defense once again.
Great help defense there by Kylie Steele. She's found Ingles. Ingles trying to find Worth. Worth really getting bullied around there. Nice defense by Jones. And then Moorhoff in to help. Bijak to Butzik. Butzik flicks it over, looking for Ingles. That ball finds its way up to Mitchell. Mitchell looking for Worth. Worth able to get a foot on it. She's got 2 defenders. She is a solid player, though. She's got great foot skills. Nice shot underneath the legs of the defender. Does go into the keeper, but it was a nice look.
Yeah, it's a great idea by Worth. There not any help there for her to pass to, and so she has to elect to take a shot. And good driven shot, low, but
great foot skills by Butzik. Didn't mean to cut you off, Hayden.
No, that was great foot skills by Butzik, taking that one out of the air off the kick from the keeper, and Oregon regains possession here for a second.
Ingles trying to fight for possession, dispossessed. Great step there. Bijak doing a nice job on defense. Summer Steele coming up. She's clearing that up. She's looking for Worth. Worth not able to get a foot on it. Goes back to the D. Moorhoff maybe misjudging that one a little bit. I think if she would have continued her run, she would have gotten there.
It's a good job by Summer Steele coming out and clearing that one for now.
And Worth, she's playing pressure. This ball got away from Ingles. Bijak able to recover. She says, I'm going to get this one out of bounds and let my defense get back.
Yeah, Oregon kind of struggling to get the ball upfield, but then keep it upfield. They can get it up there, but then it looks like it's gotten stolen a few times right as it gets past the center line from that good Waunakee defense we've seen all game. And so the Panthers are going to have to try and either have more players up near that center line, or they're going to have to try and just take their time in possession and see the Panthers get more possession here.
Nicely played. Now Worth to borrow from an American football reference. So far this game has mostly been being played between the 20s.
Yeah, and we see quite a bit of possession here in this midfield. Not much end product by either team, as you can see by the scoreline, but there has been a few shots.
Waunakee now taking a kind of an awkward long shot, but nothing that McCabe couldn't handle.
Yeah, and safe hands there with Reese McCabe, and it's a pretty easy gather up. Just had to get in position for there. Gets a good kick over to Kylie Steele, and Kylie tries to send that one all the way through. It's a very tough ball.
Nice idea. And the play was there, but you got to keep her in bounds.
Yeah, and you're trying to find, I believe that was Reese Richardson on that sideline. I don't believe the Panthers have Maloney back in the game with the speed, and so.
But Richardson's not slow. I think that
absolutely.
She could have gotten there, but again, the ball just needs to stay in play. But a nice idea nevertheless. The vision is sometimes the harder component. The execution can come.
It's a great block by Bijak there, and gets possession upfield here with Mitchell.
Now this ball crossed in, looking for Worth. Worth is there. She somehow comes out with it. Just not able to get lace on it. And an easy collection there for the keeper, Ellefson.
Yeah, she's going to want that one back. Not nearly the power or height she wanted. It's pretty easy gather up for the keeper. It's a good header by Moorhoff. Gets Panthers the ball. Mitchell doesn't stop fighting. Just a little bit too much from behind there, it seems the ref calls. It was a very interesting call based on others that the ref has made, but
I apologize. I think the keeper is Collins, not Ellefson.
Yeah, and the keeper's been doing a great job for Waunakee, making that save that went off the bar earlier, that shot coming in from Worth, and keeping her team level. She's had to deal with a lot more shots than keeper Reese McCabe of Oregon has had to do so far.
Nice job by Brooke Nelson, pulling everybody off that ball and keeping possession for Waunakee, but Panthers able to win it back, and now right back again. Nelson wearing that captain's armband for the Warriors. Nice job that was fantastic defense by Moorhoff. That was textbook.
It was a good block by Worth there to keep that one from being cleared upfield. You could hear the Waunakee players talking, wanting that ball to be sent down the line. But it was a good interception on defense by Worth, and Waunakee does have a throw-in, though.
Simon will take this throw. Plays it long, but Jones is there, but she plays out of bounds. It'll be another throw. 3 Panthers waiting to come in on the sidelines. Ball finds feet for the Warriors. Nelson plays it in. A nice block by the defense from the Panthers. Butzik there. Nice job playing out to Worth. Worth, she's going to find Mitchell. Mitchell does a nice job of keeping possession. Plays it back to Worth. Worth looking to switch the field. Not able to find Richardson, though. Right back up to the Waunakee Warriors. This ball goes outside. That's Diamichis. Serves it into the box.
That is a great block by Ava Butzik there.
Fantastic tackle.
Really putting her body on the line there to keep that one out.
Diamichis trying to maintain possession for the Warriors and does. Butzik's there. And another great play by Butzik. Her defense is really, really fantastic in these last couple of series.
Yeah, Oregon having to really collect on defense here. They're being pressed quite high. A lot of Waunakee players all around the box. They've been having some perfect passes as well to create more and more space, and so the Panthers have had to really adapt to that.
This cross does get into the top of the box, but the touch doesn't, and that ball is going to be cleared out. Mitchell's there for pressure. No help, though. Panthers really got to be able to bust out more quickly. They're jogging up the field instead of sprinting.
Yeah, and it's a little bit different than what we've seen from them so far. Usually they have their offense pressed quite high up the field. You'll see maybe their last defender playing all the way at the midfield line, as Waunakee is doing right now. It's been interesting to see them a little bit more defensive in this game.
Brooke Nelson taking on Kylie Steele. Long left-footed shot goes way out of bounds, and we are going to get a goal kick and a substitution.
Number 4, Maya Maloney. Number 15, Maria Dirks. And number 17, Sophia Fulmer.
Sophia Fulmer spells Bijak. Maloney back in, as well as Dirks. They're going to give Kylie Steele and Addie Worth a break.
Yeah, it's a very smart opportunity by the coach there. Worth has been running all over on this near sideline, so
she was looking a little dogged.
Yeah, give her a break. Let Richardson switch over to this near sideline, and Maloney take over her usual spot at that far wing.
Let her get a rest, get a drink, so that she can come back in and take advantage of her speed at full strength. This ball nicely done, played back by Maloney. Over to Moorhoff. Now Butzik again, playing great D, taking that ball away. Ingalls finds Dirks. Dirks trying to guard Nelson. Nelson showing why she's the captain. This ball goes long. Nice defense by Summer Steele, puts that out of bounds. Throw in Waunakee.
Yeah, it's great defense there. You're really going to want to help your defense reset. Not many Oregon players back on that possession there.
Now Steele and Fulmer team up, take the ball away, but it's going to go out of bounds. We're going to get another throw in. It is 0-0, 25 minutes into this first half. Waunakee in white, Oregon in black. Nice job by Fulmer. She looks to take a player on the sidelines. That was a tight one. But nicely done there. Steele able to clear. Dirks does a great job. And she's going to play this ball through. We got a foot race.
Ooh, that's a great job by the keeper being heads up there.
Collins really aggressive, gets there just before Maloney.
Yeah, quick to come off her line there, snuffing out the through ball. And it was a good through ball by Diericks.
I love Diericks' patience on that. That was fantastic.
Yeah, really took her time to pinpoint where she wanted it, and then got a really well-placed ball to set up Oregon for an attack there, but that's just too good from the keeper of Waunakee.
Absolutely. And that ball goes way out of bounds into the street.
Yeah, we've seen already a few street balls tonight. A lot of defenders wanting to make sure that these balls are cleared and out of danger. And
nice touch by Maloney. Gets inside to Ingles. And Maloney tracks back. Referee's going to say that Maloney came from an offsides position, and while I agree she was behind the defender that was defending her, from my point of view, the center back was still behind Maloney. I think that he wasn't looking through all the way through the field.
yeah, it's a very interesting one there. We got a angle from about midfield, so it is a little bit hard to tell from our angle. But call is offsides. This ball is played in, but goes out for an Oregon throw anyway, and this one's right back in the feet of Maloney.
Maloney to Butzik. Butzik over the top, looking for Mitchell. Ball's going to be cleared out of bounds. We're going to get a throw into Oregon. Maloney's going to look to take this throw. Maloney throws it in. Looks like it goes off a Waunakee Warrior, and it does, and we're going to get a corner kick.
Corner kick, Oregon.
That's a gift for the Panthers, as they will take that any day. A free corner there. Not many players were really pushed up and ready to attack for the Panthers, so now they get a free opportunity here to send this one in. And with the game still level at 0-0, it's going to be quite an important one.
This one's going to be served. Nice service. Good square header by Richardson, but squares it right out of bounds.
Yeah, it was a little bit of an interesting header there. I was expecting her to actually head that and then let that go behind her, but it goes out of play for a goal kick.
Kylie Steele, and entering the game, number 3, Olivia Miller.
So Bijak spelling Moorhoff. Addie Worth back in. Olivia Miller in now. And Kylie Steele back in for the Panthers as well. Seeing a good judicious use of the bench, but definitely not going as deep as they had been.
Yeah, we saw quite a few JV players on in the last match, and so the Panthers are really, obviously what you would expect with the score of 0-0, Panthers are going to want to be getting some goals here soon.
Great job by Bijak. This ball fought for by Ingles. And now taken away by Steele. Steele, she's going to be patient. She's going to split the defenders. Nice job by Steele. She's going to play it outside to Maloney. Great job by Maloney. Maloney trying to use her speed. Plays it off of the Waunakee Warrior. And we are going to get that corner kick. Nice job by Maloney.
That's a great job by Maloney there, getting Oregon a corner off of that. And it's a very important one as well.
Absolutely.
As we see Oregon once again getting some nice positioning here off of a ball that maybe wasn't really going to go anywhere. Maloney had 2 defenders on her. That was going to be a tough one to get out of, so she does a great job getting a corner in the end, and this one played short.
Worth and Steele, they are going to play this one short. Steele is going to get an opportunity. She's going to try to take a left foot rifle. Had a nice idea looking for that top left corner, but just a bit too high and wide.
Yeah, that ball was always traveling high, just kept on inclining up and up, but this is a good attempt in the end, especially when she was able to run on into it.
This ball played in by the Warriors. Out of bounds, throw in to Oregon. They're going to look to play quickly. Nice little flick there. Miller now trying to get possession. Ball's going to go up and out of bounds. Throw in Oregon again. Finds feet. Fulmer now. She was trying to play that through, but that's just going to be too much, and it's going to go out of bounds. We're going to get a goal kick to the Warriors.
Oregon is pressing up much higher now. They got their two defenders back, but they're all pressed up near the midfield line. They're playing much higher than they were earlier. Earlier they had only a few players upfield.
Playing a little more touch tight right this second, which is good to see. I think that's what they need to do. 30 minutes in, 0-0. Nice job by Kylie Steele, able to get her head on that ball. Miss hit by the Warriors. Now Addison Worth is on the ball, and it's finished by Addison Worth. What a ball! I believe, was that Maloney on the assist, Hayden?
I believe that was actually Olivia Miller.
Oh, was it Miller?
Yeah.
Fantastic ball by Miller. I couldn't get the number in live action.
31st minute by senior captain number 2, Addison Worth, assisted by Olivia Miller.
That was a phenomenal ball by Miller and a great collection by Worth. Shoulder poise, it was getting bumped off the ball and then finishing low. That was a class goal.
Yeah, that is an unreal finish from her. Quick 1-2 right in the back of the net in the bottom left corner. There's nothing you can do there as a keeper, and that is quite a fantastic assist by Miller as well.
Absolutely. That now makes it 1-0, 30 minutes into the first half in favor of the Panthers. A huge goal in a tightly contested game. This ball goes out of bounds. Ingles try to keep it in. We are going to get another substitution. Diamichis is going to go out. Simon's going to take this throw.
Nobody even near her right now. It's very interesting setup here. Throw-in comes in.
Panthers a little disjointed on that defense on that one. Great block there, though. Jalen Jones does a nice job of covering up, and that's going to be another throw-in for the Warriors, though.
Yeah, that was great defense there. Does set up Waunakee with another throw, but only 2 players over here. Deep throw into the box, and this one nicely cleared out by Diericks.
Great job by Diericks. Now Miller, she's pressing high. This ball goes up. Ingles with nice defense there, but able to get a turn were the Warriors. Now number 22. That was Pings. Pings firing a shot, but into the waiting arms of McCabe, but a dangerous opportunity for the Warriors.
Yeah, McCabe all over that one. Just getting nice set feet and then gathering up the shot there.
Great pump by McCabe. Miller doing a nice job protecting the ball. Gets it outside to Maloney. Maloney surveys, feeds it inside, finds Kylie Steele. Steele trying to put a little chip over the top, but didn't get enough air under it. Now Nelson's going to look. She's going to try to find the corner. Nice job there by number 2, Collins. But Summer Steele there to clean things up. Addie Worth on the ball. She's going to... Not really sure where she was going with that one, to be honest with you.
I think she was trying to get that to Miller. Miller kind of was in stride the other way, though, and that one's back in the possession of Waunakee there on the far sideline. Great speed by the Warrior player.
Nicely done by Fulmer, being able to catch her, though, track back, win the ball, and wins it upfield to Maloney.
Nobody pressing Maloney here as she's able to walk all the way through midfield.
Now Worth. She uses some strength and speed. She's going to play this outside. She's going to find Mueller. Able to try and get a cross off and wins another corner kick for the Panthers.
It's great play by those front 2 there of Miller and Worth as they're able to win Oregon a corner. It wasn't much they could really do there. It was going to be a 2-on-3, but some great play by them and keeps Oregon with the possession.
Absolutely. And I'm going to harken back to the play that Fulmer made down in the corner. After she was initially beat, she was able to catch up, win the ball back, keep it in play, able to get it to Maloney, which started that whole series.
Yeah, that was a great play by them. I was a little bit surprised that Maloney was able to walk all the way through midfield. This is
nice
a great
service.
ball.
That was a fantastic ball and a great save by Collins, and you're going to get another corner kick.
It's a very smart play by the keeper there. She's going to be a little bit frustrated with that one, that she didn't have the time to gather that one for a catch, but
it had such curve on it. I think it's all she could do.
And that's what Steele is able to do with that left foot. Not a lot of players are able to get that left-footed corner kick as she is able to.
Several starters back in for the Panthers now. Again, trying to keep fresh legs on the field.
And we've talked about it time and time again. Oregon really having a blessing of being able to have so many players that they can sub in that are very high talents. This one served in.
Steal all the way through the box. Richardson able to find it, though. Richardson, she tries to get the cross off, but it goes over the top of the back of the goal, and it's going to be a goal kick for the Warriors.
That one looked a little bit threatening. Couldn't quite see the angle from here, and that one hits the roof of the net, but it was a good.
All she could do to just keep it in play.
Yeah, it was a good attempt in the end. Not much you can really do there. This ball cleared up well short of midfield.
Nice job by Moorhoff making sure that it didn't bounce.
Yeah, it's a good play by her. It does go out of play for a Waunakee throw, though.
You'll often hear coaches yelling, no bounce. They do not want that ball bouncing.
Yeah, you can see at many levels if the ball bounces, it can be very hard to control off of that bounce. You never know where it's going to go. This is a great ball through.
Nice job anticipating was Bijak. And now Richardson. Richardson looking to play through. Good job by Richardson staying with it, and Butzik as well. But taken away again. Nice defense there by Moorhoff. Waunakee really does play nice defense.
They really do. They're so composed, and they're always looking to spread the field as well. It seems like they have more players than Oregon on the field just because they're able to spread that so much and always find an open option.
Good job by Jalen Jones. That's going to be a throw in for Waunakee, but that was great defense.
Just about 3.5 minutes left in this first half.
It is 1-0 Oregon. Nice job by Worth challenging there. Panther throw. Great throw by Worth. Now Richardson trying to fight her way through. Just slips in the field. Great job by Butzik. That was a tough header. Butzik trying to keep her stellar play going.
Call does come in.
Waunakee fans not happy with that call.
Yeah, it was very back and forth, push and shove there, but ref does eventually call the one that's from behind. They're always going to call those if it's pushing from behind. This is going to give Kylie Steele an opportunity to blast this one upfield.
Kylie Steele going to take this one. Summer Steele normally the one that takes these, but maybe they're playing a little conservative with the 1-0 lead, not wanting to give one up in the final minutes of the first half here.
Yeah, I believe you're exactly right. This one just going past the end line. Maloney was charging forward.
Great boot, though. Had a lot of power on it.
Yeah, and as you mentioned,
back in for the Warriors, number 14, Lauren Wheaton.
As a sub comes in for Waunakee. As you mentioned, Panthers having Kylie Steele take that one. Both the Steele sisters having great legs to kick that one upfield, but yeah, as we were mentioning, probably taking a little bit more of a defensive shape are the Panthers.
I wouldn't expect them to keep that shape, but sometimes in the last minutes of the half, you don't want any momentum.
Yeah, it's all about momentum. You want to go into that halfway point with the lead.
Nice job there. Great defense there by Derricks. Now Worth, back to Derricks. She's looking for help. Finds it in Butzik. Butzik able to take a touch. Man, I would have loved to seen Butzik take one more touch and try to fire one on net there.
Yeah, had a little bit more time than she knew what to do with there. Just got a little bit too ahead of herself, and Waunakee gets a quick throw in here.
Had he played to get that quick throw, and a great anticipation by Summer Steele. Kylie Steele trying to find Maloney, but up to the task was that far left defender. Bijak now. Nicely done. Takes that ball away from Strayer, who's going to play very quickly.
Get down to 30 seconds. Waunakee going to be playing quite quick here. They're going to want to get a quick goal.
Overran that was Jones. And now great anticipation by Butzik. She's on the run. She's looking. She's trying to find the help. She's going to find that help down the line to Richardson. Seconds are ticking away. Richardson trying to find an angle. Does find one.
5, 4, 3.
Not
2,
able to find Worth.
1.
And that is going to finish off the first half. A tremendous first half as the Panthers lead 1-0 in this sectional semifinal. We do want to get a shout out to all our fine sponsors who make these broadcasts possible. The Village of Oregon, a great place to live, work, and play. The Oregon School District, actively building competency, character, culture, and community. The Oregon Athletic Booster Club, doing great things for all Panther sports. Your membership dues directly support our student athletes. Consider becoming a booster today. One Community Bank, feel good banking. The Oregon Area Community Coalition, helping you thrive. Visit us at OregonAreaCares.org. Shackelford Heating and Cooling, Panther Exteriors, Stoughton Health, and Wisco Industries, your trusted neighbors for generations. As I mentioned, we're going into halftime 1-0. Hayden, what do we see in that first half? It was a tremendous half of play.
Well, I can say what we saw was quite exceptional play from both sides. Many shots coming in from both the sides. I'd say the Panthers definitely had the better shots on target in the end. A lot of the Warriors shots were easy gather-ups for Reese McCabe and goal for the Panthers. And Panthers are going to be looking to really capitalize on a lot of these opportunities. We saw Reese Richardson have 2 on her left foot early in the game, just both of those going wide of both posts. And Panthers, if they can really capitalize on these possessions, they're going to be really having a great game. And the Waunakee defense has been stopping them on many of these opportunities. They're so composed on that back line, not letting anything through, and they're really able to build up quick. And so the Panthers are going to have to find a way through there to get their second goal.
They really are organized, and getting through that back line is a tall task. And then you got a Collins in net, who's an excellent keeper as well. Excellent job there, Hayden. We will be right back with the start of the second half of Panther Soccer, only on OCA Media, your home for Panther sports. Welcome back to this exclusive broadcast of the Panther Soccer on OCA Media, your home for Panther sports. Getting ready for the second half of the Oregon Panthers versus the Waunakee Warriors in the semifinal, sectional semifinal action here at Huntoon Field. The score is 1-0 in favor of the Panthers. We do just want to give a quick shout out to Wisco Industries, Stoughton Health, Panther Exteriors, Shackelford Heating and Cooling, the Oregon Community Coalition, the One Community Bank, Oregon Athletic Booster Club, Oregon School District, and the Village of Oregon as we get ready for the second half of play, Hayden.
Yeah, it's a very important game tonight, as we've said multiple times, and winner of this game will go on to play either the 2-seeded Middleton Cardinals or the Madison West Regents, who are also a 3-seed, so very tough teams, whoever makes it out of here. Oregon with a 1-0, helping them with a little bit of an edge to start the second half, and they're going to look to continue their large amount of possession that they had in the first half.
Tremendous game, mostly played, as we were saying, in midfield, as both teams are so well organized on defense. Panthers able to, at the 30-minute mark, break through with an Addison Worth goal off an Olivia Mueller assist. This ball is in play as the Panthers start out. Kylie Steele looking to control this ball. She's taking a touch. She's looking for a nice feed through, and she does find that seam. This ball able to get through by Worth. Collected down by Richardson. Richardson trying to find Worth. Plays it off a Waunakee Warrior. Looks like we're going to get an early corner kick.
Yeah, that's great play there by Richardson, getting Oregon a corner. Not much she could really do with that ball. She's kind of cornered into the end line there, and corner kick will be a very good spot, as you can either elect to take it short or deep. We've seen quite a few great corners from the Panthers from Kylie Steele so far. She's going to take this one deep as well.
Kylie Steele plays this one, tries to get the curve on it, but a little too much, and it just goes right into the side of the net.
Yeah, hits the side netting there. Just tried to get a little bit too much curl. Couldn't quite see. If you can get those corners to land just inside the 6-yard box with a lot of curl, it's destined to go in, and it's most likely what she was trying to do there.
Absolutely. Nice play there by Worth. Not able to keep it was Richardson. Should be noted that that was Kylie Steele's non-dominant foot, though. It was her ability to take corners with both feet is impressive.
Yeah, she takes the corners both with her right and left foot, even when she's dominant on that left foot. It's quite impressive, as you were saying. And
nice job by Bijak. She finds Richardson. Richardson, she's looking for Worth. She just has to play that one a little bit further outside.
Yeah, a little bit more outside. Let Worth run in onto that one. Defender was all over that, and Waunakee rebuilds with the counter here.
Overplayed was Morhoff. She needs to come back. She needs to get on the horse and get back, because it's just 3-on-3 down there. Jalen Jones does a nice job, but she gave up a corner kick.
Corner kick, Waunakee.
Yeah, it's the best you can do in that situation, especially with the Waunakee player hounding on her. And it's going to be a quite free corner and a very quick one that they gained off of that counter. They've got a box stacked with about 4 players, but Oregon also stacking all of their defense in that box. Only one player for the Panthers not inside the 18-yard box.
Waunakee signals. Serves into the middle of the box. Butzik with the header. And Dierks with the clear. Great job there by the Oregon defense. And a nice job there by Richardson. She was looking to get that into Worth, but didn't put any curl on it.
Yeah, that's what we saw. She needed to get a little bit more angle to that far side where Worth was running into.
Nice job again. Oregon's defense staying composed and organized. That little chip there, played over the top. That was number 14, Whitman. Nicely taken away there by the Panthers. Now Richardson. Nicely done there by number 3. That was Frazier from Waunakee. Now Maloney is trying to press that. Great step by her by Summer Steele. Steele staying with it. That ball, it's going to stay in bounds. Jalen Jones, she plays it off of the Waunakee Warrior. It's going to be a throw into Oregon.
It's a great play by her. Gets Oregon back in possession, especially in a dangerous area, a little bit of a far in Oregon's half.
Bijak plays it right into number 14, Whitman. Now outside, looking for Strayer. Morhoff. Great defense, plays it up, finds Worth. Worth, she's going to play it through. She's going to look for Richardson. Richardson trying to use her speed, just barely getting it out of bounds was the Waunakee Warrior defender.
Yeah,
Can't quite see if that's a 5 or a 6, Hayden, but
it is a 6, I believe, and
that would be Brian then from Waunakee able to clear that. Now this one played out by Frazier.
still great play by Oregon as they're still able to get possession there, even though Richardson wasn't able to get a breakaway there. Still gets Oregon a throw in deep in Waunakee's half when they didn't really have much possession here.
Worth with the long throw comes right back to her, but not able to control. A little bit of ping pong, and this one gets played to Moorhoff. Moorhoff finds Maloney. Maloney with a nice touch. She's going to get around, and she's going to get the. Oh, she's going to play it half back to Steele, but doesn't find feet. Bijak keeps it in. Trying to find Summer Steele, not able to. Number 15 now for the Warriors. Great job there. Staying composed was the back line as number 15 for the Warriors was coming hard and heavy. That was Thompson. This ball was a heck of a strike by Nelson, just wide.
Yeah, that was traveling at a perfect height as well. That would have been up in the corner if it was a little bit more to the right.
Yeah, had it been on frame, I think we would have saw a goal.
Yeah, what a goal that would have been as well. This one is going to be taken by Summer Steele for a corner.
Steele signals. Gets a strong boot on it. Plays it up near midfield. Finds it. Derrick's now Richardson able to find a way through. Now she's going to find Worth. Worth, what a great outside touch of her foot there. She's looking to play it in. Tries to get a shot off. Had two defenders on her. Ricochets. It's going to stay in bounds, though. It's going to keep it from going for a corner. But it's going to pop up in the air. Strayer and
and that one is from behind, I believe, is what they're calling there.
Moorhoff just a little bit too much, and it's going to be a free kick for Waunakee.
Yeah, it was a good possession by the Panthers there. I liked what I saw from Richardson there, getting her pass and through ball up to Worth, just more closer to her body instead of more to an area. That's exactly what you want to see as Derrick's on the ball now.
Derrick's feeds it through to Worth. Great ball. Worth able to find. And, oh my goodness gracious. Worth with a tremendous ball. The rebound comes out. It's just sitting there with nothing but a wide open net and not able to finish was Richardson. It goes wide. It was like there was a shield over the net, Hayden.
Yeah, that is a very unfortunate instance for the Panthers there. Worth with a great shot. The keeper spills it out, and just a little bit at an uncomfortable height for Richardson. Gets really unlucky with the ball there that she's played in front of her, but Oregon back with possession again.
Really felt like it was just going to be a given of a goal, didn't it?
Yeah, that was a great play by the Panthers. Really deserved the goal there. Oh, my.
A collision at midfield. No foul. He is going to call this one. I'm with the referee on this one. I think that the first one wasn't a foul. I think that Summer Steele had rights to that ground and didn't even kick. She just got ran into. But I also think that one they called was a deserving foul.
Yeah, that's great. Great job by the ref there. The one with Steele, I saw, it looked like she definitely got all ball, and it looked like the player kind of got hit by the impact of the ball, kind of stopping suddenly. This one, a good delivery into the box.
Great delivery and great defense there by the Panthers. That you almost feel like in a game like this, that second goal could have really been a dagger.
Absolutely. That is a ball just out of the reach of Richardson. That was a good idea by Worth. It's good play by Moorhoff.
Moorhoff playing phenomenal D. Getting it through. Worth kind of stutter-stepped there and backed off. I don't think she thought it was going to get through the defense.
Yeah, that was a great ball played by Moorhoff. It was perfect angle, and yeah, I agree with you. She didn't really seem to think that one was going to sneak all the way through.
Steele to McCabe. That's a lot of trust between keeper and defender.
Yeah, it's a smart play, but the ball was played a little bit far outside of her reach was McCabe. This is a great ball played by Waunakee here. The defense caught off guard.
Great positioning by Jones. Not able to get a flick, and then just kind of dies in front of McCabe, and she collects. Great punt upfield. Had a lot of pace. Well done by Waunakee, but plays it into nothing there. Maloney's able to just pick that one off. She drives. She gets past her first defender. She's looking to get past the second. Ricochets off a defender's legs, and it's cleared upfield.
Yeah, that's going to be a foul.
That's a free kick for Waunakee.
Pretty easy call there as it was from behind, and it's going to be a kind of a, sounds dumb, but a free kick for Warriors as they get possession here.
Absolutely. And they keep possession. Strayer now. And they're going to be able to take advantage a little bit as Moorhoff twisted her ankle and was having trouble running.
Yeah, I saw that. It looked a little bit, I was a little bit confused. Richardson does a great job staying with this one, looking for her options upfield.
Looking for Maloney. Maloney gets the touch. Plays back to Butzik. Butzik trying to find a streaking Bijak, but not able to get it through. Nice step by Jones. Now Butzik. Great defense. She's got space. She's going to play it inside. Nice cut. Richardson. Oh, Richardson takes the left-footed shot, looking for that top corner, but just a little high.
That is a great shot by Richardson, especially with her non-dominant left foot. That one looked like it was just going into the corner and then just kept on traveling higher and higher. It was a great opportunity by the Panthers, keeping with the momentum that they've had in the second half.
This will be a goal kick for the Warriors. Touch tight was Butzik, but able to turn and get a pass off was Diamichis. Now another nice step. That was Derrick's. Brought down by Richardson. Oh, Richardson not able to keep control. Now it's going to be Brooke Nelson. She's going to play it upfield. Summer Steele there, able to get the long clear. Steele not really sure if she should. Summer Steele trying to play very aggressive there, but overplays. Nicely done by Moorhoff. It's aggressive play, but it's a little chaotic right now, Hayden.
Yeah, a lot of back and forth. Neither team really keeping possession, and both teams really being very, very push and shove oriented.
Oregon, I think, trying to match the physicality that Waunakee is trying to bring.
Yeah, and you mentioned it before the game started that Waunakee likes to bring aggression, and every season they keep the consistency on that. And Oregon, as you said, is trying to match that. It's very difficult to do that, especially if you're trying to be very composed, but Oregon handling it so far.
Steele plays it up. Waunakee is not able to control. They do get this one back. Another nice step by Summer Steele. She's going to take a cut touch. I think she could have taken a couple more touches and brought the defenders to her. Oh, a nice idea by Maloney trying to find Addison Worth. This one cleared long. Bijak's going to fight for this one, but Alexis Thompson able to get it away. Jones able to clear up to midfield. It's a bit of ping pong right now.
Yeah, a lot of back and forth. Neither team really having controlled possession and staying with it.
Derricks tries to find Worth, not able to get it there. 3 Panthers waiting on the sidelines for the next opportunity.
Yeah, it's a little bit of grabbing from behind there.
Just a bit.
Free kick going to be taken here.
That one. Nice job by Butzik. Now headed. That was really nice composure there by Derricks into Kylie Steele. Kyler's trying to split the D for Maloney there, but the D, again, very organized, very collected there. Good job by Bijak. Now Richardson. She's going to take the touch. She's going to play it through. Maloney's there. The Panthers just got bailed out. I could hear the keeper from up here yelling for the ball that she had it. Defender didn't listen to her and just boots it out of bounds.
Yeah, and that's a little bit of panic that some good high press can cause.
And number 17, Sophia Fulmer.
Sophia Fulmer in for Bijak now. Richardson going to get a spell. As Celia Mitchell, I believe, comes in for her. And I think Ingalls as well. Onto the pitch.
This one takes the header, and it's going to be a Panther corner.
And this is where Kylie Steele's dominant left foot can come into play. Worth and Richardson. We're going to serve this one in long. Kylie Steele with a great ball.
That one goes past everybody.
There's a lot of opportunity there, though.
Yeah, now the Panthers are going to have time to collect here with Summer Steele.
Steele plays it up. Bijak played it up top. And Mitchell. Now Bijak has made a run. She's down in the corner. She tries to get it off. And now she wins a corner kick. It's a nice run by Bijak from the back line.
Yeah, it's a great play. And to get a corner off of that is, I'd say, an even better than the position she was in. It was going to be pretty hard to take a turn and get a nice cross in from there. And so, corner here, it's going to be taken, I believe this is by Mitchell.
It does look like Mitchell's going to take this one. She serves it in, finds the center of the box. Butzik able to get ahead on that one. But a clear by Waunakee. This ball's going to go out of bounds. We're going to get a throw in. Fulmer. She's going to play quickly to Maloney. Maloney right back to Fulmer. She's going to play it back to Summer Steele. Steele, she's going to put one up in the middle, trying to find Worth. Ricochets to Kylie Steele. Kylie trying to take that extra touch. Thought she could have maybe taken the shot off the initial touch.
Yeah, that's what I believe she was going to try and get.
Butzik fell down on the play. Ingalls playing good D. This one gets in a great position, and Strayer's there. Bijak loses the ball. Strayer takes a shot. Reese McCabe with good form, able to pick that ball up.
Yeah, comfortable save for her. Bijak just slipped a little bit on that, just got a little bit wrong-footed. This ball kicked up past midfield. You can jostle around. Bijak going to collect this one and look for her options upfield. She has Worth if she can find her. Does send it her way.
That's going to go out of bounds. We're going to get a Waunakee throw, and we're going to get a Waunakee substitution. We are
for the Warriors, number 7, Gwen Van Beek, number 16, Holly Boss, and number 7,
at the 57-minute mark of the second half. Panthers up 1-0. We hope you're enjoying this exclusive broadcast of Panther Sports on OCA Media. Let your customers and friends know that you care about their community. Join our family of sponsors to make these programs possible. Please contact Paul at ocamedia.com. That's Paul at ocamedia.com. Another Waunakee throw now. Plays off a Waunakee Warrior. And we are going to get a Waunakee throw. They're going to say that that was out of bounds before Worth hit it into the defender.
Yeah, I was a little bit confused about that one, but yeah, it does go past sideline. And with Kylie Steele on the ball here, sends a nice through ball.
Steele tries to find Mitchell. Does hook up. Now Steele again. She plays it across. Maloney got beat to the ball there. Nice poke there by Fulmer. And able to get it on Maloney's feet. Maloney with an absolute brilliant ball to Mitchell. Mitchell able to get through. Tremendous opportunity. She fires it in. There was Kylie Steele was there, defender was there, the goalie was there. That was a great play.
Subs come in now for the Panthers. Looked like, I don't know if it was just me, it looked like it hit the post.
In for the Panthers, 21, Reese Richardson.
Referee saying that the last player that it went off of was
must have been Waunakee.
the Waunakee players. They are going to get a corner kick off this, and that's why they're able to substitute. At certain levels in high school, you can substitute on the corners. At other levels, you can't.
This one is going to be taken, looks like it's going to be taken by Ingalls here.
Yeah, we haven't seen her take one today yet, I don't think. She takes it. It's a good one. Gets through everybody, though. Strayer. She plays it.
Also on for the Panthers, number 9, Kevin Ingalls.
She played that off of Dirks, so it's going to be a throw-in to Waunakee. Jones handing this one off. Oh, maybe. Nice job by Fulmer catching up. Now Reese McCabe. Aggressive, collected. Great job by McCabe.
It's a great job by Reese McCabe. So quick off of her line there when she detects the danger. It was a great played through ball by the Warriors and bounce back.
Big bounce. But center back for Waunakee, able to put it back into Oregon defensive half. Now great job there. Really like to see that from Derricks. Trying to find Mueller, I think, but an organized back line takes it away. Now Richardson, she's just looking for help. Tries to take a shot, blocked by the defense. Ingalls kind of misplays that one. Waunakee clears. Jalen Jones with a nice header.
Richardson tries to send that one down the sideline to Ingalls, but
and does find it, but it went out of bounds, and we are going to get a throw.
yeah, quite unlucky there. We are just over halfway through the second half now. So play is going to start to heat up even more than it's been so far in the second half. End-to-end action.
Absolutely. Bootsick does a nice job. Finds Mitchell. Mitchell trying to slide that one through. That's going to just get cleared out of bounds. We're going to get a throw in, and we're going to allow a substitution for both teams to happen.
For the Panthers, number 2, Addison Worth. Number 10, Madeline Barhoff. Number 19, Kylie Steele.
Don't miss another Panther sports broadcast. Subscribe to our YouTube channel today. Join our growing YouTube subscribers to enjoy the hundreds of local events we bring you every year. This ball is going to be thrown in by Mueller. Finds feet. Now Derricks. Derricks tries to cross it, but it's going to go out of bounds. It's going to be a goal kick for the Waunakee Warriors.
It was a good idea by Derricks there. Just didn't quite get the curve she wanted.
Waunakee plays it up. Derricks there to intercept. She does a nice job of cutting inside. Cuts back out. Trying to find help. Ricochets to Richardson. Now Worth. Does a nice job of trying to get a shot on net. It looks like it maybe caught a little bit of the defender and took some of the steep speed off of it.
Yeah, she tried to sneak it low there, and as you said, off the defender. It takes a little bit of the speed off of that, and it's a smart idea, but I think I saw Richardson open at the top of the box. She might have wanted to take that option instead.
Streaking down the line. And getting past Jones were the Warriors. That was great tracking back by Moorhoff to intercept that pass.
Yeah, really great job. And now Worth in a foot race here. Not going to win this one.
Worth usually known for some tremendous speed, but kind of just decided to lay off on that one, it felt like.
Yeah, I wonder if she's a little bit tired here. It has been end-to-end action with a lot of breakaways on the side of the Warriors.
Absolutely. Maybe need to give her just a quick break again so that she can finish this game out at full speed.
Back in for the Warriors, 22-50 picks.
Or maybe sometimes you do see the players also, if they know that there's a ball that they're most likely not going to win, they do save a little bit of that energy for a better opportunity.
True. That ball played by Moorhoff, and it's going to go out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for the Warriors. Thrown in to number 7, Van Beek.
That was great defense by Ava Butzik there.
Butzik was all over Van Beek. Let's throw for the Warriors. Again, finds feet. It's going to get crossed in. That ball tipped up in the air by Thompson, but nobody there and able to be cleared by the Panthers. Great defense there. Really like to see that by Richardson. And now Addison Worth is one-on-one with one defender. Not able to beat her, but able to collect it back. Gets the ball back. And she's going to take a shot. And it goes over the net. And that's Addison Worth's second goal of the game. The outstretched hands of Collins not able to get there. Panther fans calling for a handball initially. Not getting it. Panther goal.
And that's a great job.
Senior captain, number 2, Addison Worth.
It's Worth's second goal of the game. That's a great job. And good thinking by the ref, allowing Oregon to keep advantage there with the handball.
It was fantastic job by the referee. That's why you don't let fans call the game, Hayden.
Yeah, that's exactly right. A lot of fans complaining about that handball, but then turns up to be a goal, and so.
A great finish. Did you see the downward arc on that?
Absolutely. Got a good amount of kick on the ball and a good amount of spin, a top spin on it.
Great top spin. I mean, that's a class goal there by Worth. And then she does make it 2-0, 62 minutes into the game.
It's a very tough one as a keeper, too, as well, because it looks like it's going out, and then it just dips at the last second. So it's a good shot by Worth. Both of her goals have been quite exceptional tonight, and Oregon now with a 2-0 lead with just about 15 minutes left.
Richardson and Steele not on the same page on that one. They both looked at each other to go get it, and neither one did.
Yeah, just a little bit more communication needed. Butzik is dispossessed.
Van Beek. And 2 crossbars.
Oh, my.
That was unbelievable. Waunakee hits the crossbar, comes out, finds a player of Waunakee standing right there, almost just like that earlier Richardson play, and then it goes right back into the top crossbar again, and then it goes for yet another goal. Great shot on goal, and McCabe able to make the save. Unbelievable.
I've never seen that before. A double joint crossbar shot after shot, and then McCabe also making a third.
And having to fight through the Waunakee player just to try and get her hands on the ball. That was unbelievable.
McCabe going to be thanking her goalposts there. It's now Oregon
Keeper's
back the other way.
best friend, I think they say in hockey. And this one streaking in. Richardson. And it just plays it wide.
Just goes across the face of the goal.
That's going to be a goal kick for Waunakee, and they're going to get another substitution. Everybody's heart's still racing after that series of events.
Absolutely crazy. As we've said, the whole game, end-to-end action.
Absolutely. And now Waunakee in an absolutely desperate situation with only 13 minutes left in the game, down 2-0 here to the number 1 seeded Oregon Panthers. Nicely done on the outside. Finds its way to Worth. Worth not able to get it inside. Now Derricks. She takes another touch. She's patient. She nutmegs her player, but can't actually get through her to finish the play.
And then gets a chop there. That's going to be a free kick going the other way.
And a good call by the referee there.
Yeah, it was a good play by Derricks getting that meg, but wasn't able to get the ball after it went through the legs of the defender. That's great defense.
This ball played upfield to Waunakee. Not able to gain possession was Richardson, but a great job by Moorhoff. Finds Derricks. Derricks right back to Moorhoff. Worth not able to get to that one. Moorhoff trying to switch the field and soften up the defense a little bit. And that's an interesting ball.
I think that one deflected off of Maloney there.
Yeah, I believe it was Maloney and the defender in on that one and deflected up and had some wicked spin. But Collins up to the challenge and collects easily.
Yeah, it's good goalkeeping.
This ball finds its way to Brooke Nelson. Strong player. But gives it away to Panthers. Now Worth. Not able to keep possession, but Moorhoff up challenge again. Moorhoff tremendous on D. This ball finds its way to Kylie Steele. Steele surveys, trying to take on two players.
Has so much time there. Couldn't find an option. Worth now.
Worth trying to find her hat trick. That goes out of bounds. It's going to be a goal kick. We want to thank our sponsors of this game, the Village of Oregon, the Oregon School District, the Oregon Athletic Booster Club, One Community Bank, the Oregon Area Community Coalition, Shackelford Heating and Cooling, Panther Exteriors, Stoughton Health, and Wisco Industries. We really appreciate your sponsorship of making these games happen. Waunakee with the substitution off the field now. They're going to get back into play. Serves this ball up. Outstretched Richardson steals the ball, maintains possession. She tries to slide Worth, but the center D is there. Great job by Jones. That's some composure by a freshman. Very impressive there. She was under major heat from Addison Thomas.
Very well composed under the stress of a player right on her back. This one a great ball, still in play.
Does get through, but Jones is there with the header. This ball ricocheting around. Nice job by Bootsick. Gets there in the nick of time without committing the foul and gets it out of danger. This ball going to go long, and it's going to find Richardson. She's able to get through. She's going to hit that, and it goes in. That is a phenomenal goal. After ricocheting around down low, we thought we were in danger.
Oregon goal in the 71st minute by sophomore number 21, Reese Richardson.
That is Reese Richardson.
Assisted by number 19, sophomore Kylie Steele.
That's an unreal assist as well. All the way from behind the halfway line, Kylie Steele gets a brilliant ball into Richardson to really set her up, and then Richardson just took it from there. A nice touch inside, and just a nice pass into the corner. Such an amazing play from the Panthers there.
Having a center mid that can distribute like Steele does is just, it's something to watch sometimes. But having Richardson being able to, we've seen her earlier in the game miss that wide open goal, and sometimes you're young, you're a sophomore, that the moment is difficult against a good team. But not this time. This time she collects it, she makes the move, and she finishes strong. And that makes it 3-0 at the 71-minute mark of the second half. You got to believe that that's the dagger.
Yeah, and it's such a treat to see those two work up front, as we've been talking about so much. And they're both sophomores, so Oregon gets to have them for another 2 years together. They're going to be a real force to be reckoned with in upcoming years. And even in this playoff with such a stacked lineup, a lot of seniors also on the lineup. They're going to be looking to make a deep playoff run.
Panthers, sophomore number 16, Celia Mitchell.
Celia Mitchell back in for the Panthers now on this throw-in. Maloney trying to make a little move there. That's 18, Simon. Finding number 7, Van Beek. Van Beek looks for Thomas, but taken away. Now Kylie Steele again, putting another perfect ball into Maloney, and it's 2v2 right now. Can she get around her defender? No. That is tremendous defense. Nicely done there. That was number 18, Emerson Simon, with just a great defensive play.
Yeah, it is great play by the Panthers. They've been so composed all night. As this game winds down, they're going to be looking to just preserve this lead. I don't think they're going to be playing much in an offensive mode.
No, unless something just gives it absolutely obvious opportunity. I think you're probably going to see them maybe stacking more like 8 in the box now and just keeping Waunakee from getting any sort of momentum in these final 8 minutes of the game. Waunakee, you don't want to get too defensive though. This ball, shot deflected by the defense. Cleared up. Mitchell applies pressure. Ball looks for Strayer, but taken away by Moorhoff. Moorhoff, composed play to Richardson. Richardson, nicely done. Maybe needs to release that ball a little sooner on that one. This ball goes inside. Finds number 17, that's Thomas. But taken away by Oregon. This ball looking for Maloney. Maloney fights for it. Fighting hard with Simon. Comes down to Kylie Steele. Steele going to play it all the way back to McCabe. Smart play. Take some time off the clock. Relieve the pressure, get upfield, and find Richardson. Waunakee able to maintain possession. And again, nice job by Richardson coming back. We're gonna get a foul against Waunakee, and that's gonna be a direct kick for the Panthers.
I'm assuming that was a handball called and nobody on the ball besides the player from Waunakee.
I'm not going to say I know for 100% sure, as it was difficult to see. I think he might have been calling obstruction, though.
Yeah, very interesting call. Don't see that one too often.
Steele up front. Another ball. Great ball by Maloney. What a finish by Maloney! An absolutely brilliant ball from midfield. Finds Maloney, and Maloney is able to just, that was an incredible goal, Hayden.
Yeah, it really was. That's unbelievable finish. So quick to find her target, especially after that long cross. And
again, another brilliant cross by Kylie Steele.
The Panthers have really just exploded in this second half. They've really taken all of their opportunities now. And even when they're not playing super far up the pitch, as we've been saying, as a team, they are still finding ways to score.
Steele, the goals leader for the Panthers, but currently sits in third in assists. But with those two, she's trying to catch the leader. And another foul, and this is going to be the Panther kick. That's 4-0. 75 minutes into the game. 5 minutes roughly left in this game. 4-0 Panthers. Did not see an explosion of that nature coming in this second half.
Absolutely not. The Oregon offense has really just come alive. Really just capitalizing on every opportunity they've had, and such great goals, all 4 of them from the Panthers. This one not over yet. Still a bit of time here.
I really do feel like a big difference in this half has been the Panthers just being much more aggressive than they were in the second half. I mean, the first half.
Yeah, we saw that the Panthers were playing a little bit back. This ball driven low, but
that had a lot of pace.
Such a good gather up by McCabe. She's so good with those low balls, getting down quick to gather them up.
It was a nice strike on frame. Steele there, though, trying to keep her clean sheet. Miller up there. And now with 4 minutes left in the game and a 4-0 lead.
On for the Panthers, number 9, McKenna Ingalls. Number 12, Cameron Lang. And number 17, Sophia Fulmer.
We're going to see Lang enter the field, so we're getting a tiny bit deeper into the bench at the end here, getting a couple of players a little run and getting a few players a little bit of rest, as they do only have really 1 day of rest in between now and Saturday's sectional final.
Yeah, it's a very, very quick offseason now. They did get quite a big break, I'd say, between their last game against McWanago and today's game.
Do we have any updates on that Middleton West game, Hayden?
We'll check that real quick. In the Madison West and Middleton match, it is 1-1 late in the game, as it is here as well. And so that one going to be tightly contested.
Late in the game, that is, folks. It's 4-0 here.
Yeah. Panthers doing a good job at having their hopes of punching a ticket into the sectional final very close in reach.
Good job there by Jalen Jones and Dierks keeping that cleared out. Van Beek. And that was number 15, Thompson, taking a left foot strike. The bend on it had me worried for a minute. McCabe obviously in a much better position to judge those things from, but up here it looked like it was going to be dangerous for a half a second.
Yeah, that one looked like it was curving up into the top left corner. That would have been quite a shot, and maybe would have given Waunakee some of the momentum they need.
Nice defense by Fulmer. Getting helped by Dierks. Goes out of bounds. Throw into Oregon. 2.5 minutes left to play. 4-0 Panthers. Beautiful evening this evening for soccer as well. Couldn't have asked for a much better evening.
Absolutely. Light wind keeping it cool, and weather's just in the 70s, and so it's really a perfect night. It's been perfect all summer so far, really, all of the off-season games. Panthers.
Yeah, I don't know if they've really had much of anything canceled due to the weather this spring.
Not that I can remember.
And we've had plenty of weather that could have canceled stuff. They just got lucky on the
ball
days.
Through here.
That's
Dierks take a shot.
Oh, my goodness. That was number 7, Van Beek. She had a lot of net to work with, and it just curved away.
Yeah, just got way too much curl on that one. That one I thought was going right up into the top right corner, but just kept on traveling. That would have been such a good goal to get Waunakee some momentum now with 1.5 minutes left in the game.
Almost a summary of the game of the entire evening for Waunakee. Just close, but not quite.
Yeah, and we've seen that. It was with both teams up until just recently, with the Panthers really getting their stuff together, and they're taking control of this game. I think really just riding the momentum is what they've been doing. They took that one goal that they had from the first half, collected at halftime, and they've been a different team since then.
Derek's doing a nice job in this late in this game on defense. Mueller there. She's going to crack down on Van Beek. Stays with her. Now, advantage called by the referee. The late shot gets into McCabe. Nice job by McCabe. I love the composure there to waste some time.
Yeah, also lures a defender in there to try and open up some options.
No danger at this point of losing this game, but you don't want to give up that late goal unnecessarily.
Yeah, and Waunakee pressing up now on that far sideline. Gets a good ball in. This one blasted over the crossbar, though, and that's going to send us.
That should send us into the final seconds of the game.
10.
You can hear the PA announcer ticking it down. McCabe puts it in play. And that does finish things off. You can hear the fans are excited. That is a final. Oregon 4, Waunakee Warriors 0. The Panthers will move through to the sectional final Saturday. That game will be played in Verona, and it will be against the winner of Madison West and Middleton, who were last we knew in a 1-1 tie late in the game. This game, of course, brought to you by our fine sponsors, the Village of Oregon, a great place to live, work, and play. The Oregon School District actively building competency, character, culture, and community. The Oregon Athletic Booster Club doing great things for all Panther sports. Your membership dues directly support our student athletes. Consider becoming a booster today. One Community Bank, feel good banking. The Oregon Area Community Coalition, helping youth thrive. Visit us at OregonAreaCares.org. Shackelford Heating and Cooling. Panther Exteriors, Stoughton Health, and Wisco Industries. your trusted neighbors for generations. We appreciate your sponsorship all season long. Thank you, sponsors. And if you would like to become a sponsor, check us out at www.ocamedia.com or check us out at by contacting Paul at ocamedia.com. That's Paul at ocamedia.com. Hayden, wrap us up. This is our final broadcast of the season.
Yeah, the Panthers on the way to their sectional final here of an opponent unknown, and what a great end to the game that they had today. 3 goals in the second half, 2 of them coming from Addison Worth, and a great play on the assist side of the table for Kylie Steele, setting up Oregon in multiple opportunities. The Panthers capitalizing on quite a few more in the second half, and it's really how they would like to play. You saw it was a little bit, I wouldn't say sloppy, but not to their
tentative almost.
Yeah, not to their best ability in the first half, playing a little bit afraid. It is a sectional semifinal, and loser goes home, and so you don't want to let up any goals. They didn't have that problem today, and so looking forward to the sectional final in Verona. And the Panthers, if they play like they did in the second half today, they will have a very good opportunity of going to the state tournament in Division I for the first time.
It's an exciting opportunity after being Division II champs yet again last year, and now looking to try and take that step to go into state at Division I. That's a huge step up, and the fact that they're even vying for it says a lot for this program. For sure. That was an exciting game. And to your point, Hayden, maybe a little tentative in the first half, but maybe that was also, as we discussed earlier in the game, just not being challenged up to this date.
Yeah, they really dominate the earlier games with the regionals, with the semifinal and the final, both games coming with very high score lines for the Panthers. And so coming into this game, just a little bit of a shaky start, as we said, but they really got into it now, playing higher level competition, and that should set them up well for the sectional final.
Stepping up aggressively in the second half was impressive. Great job by the Panthers. Again, winning 4-0 in this sectional semifinal over the Waunakee Warriors. They will move on to Saturday, playing the winner of the Middleton-Madison West in the other sectional semifinal. For Hayden Lohrentz, I am Jeff Rohrer. We thank you for watching OCA Media. We look to see you again soon.